Okay, so to go through task 3 for the July task, I asked you to compile a scope of work for a client who has requested that you develop a borehole at their property, assuming that a water use license would be required for this borehole. Discuss why each scope item is needed in the project and what the objective per task would be. For example, your desktop review is required to develop a basic understanding of the site conditions. Okay, so I use a phased approach. First phase would be your data collection, review, and analysis phase, comprised of your desktop review, which is to obtain existing information for the site and to develop a comprehensive background knowledge and a foundation for further investigation. Next, we do a hydrocensus investigation to develop an understanding of your baseline groundwater environment at the site and within the site surrounds, and also to identify existing groundwater users near the site that might be impacted on by your abstraction. Once we've done those two, we do a scoping report or gap analysis. You state the data gaps present and further data required for the project, as well as any refinements to the preceding scope of work that may be required. These refinements may be if you identify that there are power cables going across your site, therefore you can't do geophysics, then you adapt your scope of work accordingly. In phase 2, the field investigation, assuming we can do geophysics, we do a geophysical survey and borehole siting. You do the most suitable geophysical survey based on the geology, and then the objective is obviously to site potential borehole targets. Then you go on to do the hydrogeological borehole installation supervision, where you supervise the drilling to ensure correct invoicing by the contractor, and also to log the hydrogeological aspects of the borehole and to design the construction of the borehole accordingly. As aquifer testing, because the client wants to use this for water supply, you're going to do a step test and a constant discharge rate test to determine your parameters such as transmissivity and sustainable yield. Then after your aquifer testing, you'll take a water quality sample and submit this to a laboratory for analysis to make sure that the borehole water is safe for the intended use. Phase 3 would be your impact assessment for the water use license. First step is to develop a conceptual model to consolidate all your existing information and to represent the hydrogeological environment and all of its interactions with the surrounding environments. And because it's a single borehole, you can get away with doing analytical modeling. Using the most suitable model, you'll simulate the potential impact from the abstraction at the site on its surroundings and any surrounding groundwater features nearby. Using the results of this analytical model, you'll do the groundwater impact assessment to identify your impacts at the site, to describe them and to assign a risk rating, then propose mitigation or management measures, and you reassign your impact and risk rating after you've implemented these measures. Final phase is your technical report compilation, which includes a groundwater management plan, where you determine the management measures and response measures for the site to ensure sustainable use of groundwater. And then your final big document, your main technical report, you compile and present all of your results in a useful manner.